Okay, so at my high school, we have sororities. These sororities are like really light versions of college sororities. At my high school, there are 2 sororities. For the sake of privacy, I won't use their real names, but I'll just call them cheez-its and cheese nips. The sororities really just throw parties every now and then, and sometimes they get together and do stuff. I think. I don't know, I'm not a girl. Anyways, way back in the day when I was in 3rd grade and my sister was in middle school, my sister really wanted to be in one of those sororities. So one time in 3rd grade after a Little League baseball game against Grayson's team, I asked my mom if he could stay the night. She said yeah, and me and Grayson were hyped. Sleepovers were really rare back then, so whenever we had a chance to have one, we would always go all out. So Grayson came home with us, and me and Grayson just went and did our own thing for a while. A little later on, Mom called us downstairs because she had something to warn us about. We went downstairs and she told us how my sister was going to be rushed into one of those high school sororities that night. We didn't know what that meant, so Mom told us that she was going to be woken up in the middle of the night to a bunch of screaming girls and they were going to take her out of the house and officially recognize her as part of the sorority. To me and Grayson's 3rd grade minds, this was absolutely insane. So you're telling us that a bunch of teenage girls are going to run into this house in the extreme late hour of 1 a.m. and kidnap my sister? Whack. So we ran upstairs and began preparation. We were told that it was going to be loud and crazy, so we set up pillows against the doors and barricaded ourselves in my room. We spent the time waiting, playing video games and stuff, but then it got kinda late. It was going to happen at like any minute. I remember us being on the floor of my room and just sitting there. It seemed like every noise we heard outside was the girls about to flood in.
Wait, did you hear that? Oh, it's just the crickets.
What do you think they'll actually get here?
I don't know. They have a lot of girls to pick up.
Then something happened that me and Grayson will never forget. The loudest music I have ever heard in my life came from outside, and the volume level had to be at like 1000%. We hear the door bust down. Every single one of the girls were screaming so loud, glasses could shatter. Me and Grayson hid behind our wall of pillows while we heard them stomping up the stairs. Then, the playroom door swung open, pillows went everywhere, and the girls spotted us. Me and Grayson just froze for a second and then ran into my room. Silly string was going everywhere. The girls were throwing stuff at us. All we had to protect ourselves were pillows as shields. I looked down the hall while getting clobbered and I saw a half-awake Victoria being scrambled down the stairs. The girls that were attacking us stopped and ran out and followed the rest of the girls out of the house, and they slammed the door behind them. The damage was horrible. Silly string was stuck to the carpet. The PS2 was on the other side of the room than the TV that it was connected to. It was like walking through a war zone. Okay, I'm kidding. They did leave behind literally the worst mess I've ever seen in my entire life, though. We didn't sleep that night and just stayed up all night trying to gather what just happened. So, the day after, Mom told me and Grayson that we couldn't tell a soul our story about the whole thing because someone might tell their sister that maybe didn't get in and she would get mad and sad and all. Which is understandable. Not being able to tell the story to my friends was hard for me because I loved telling stories and crazy things that had happened to me. At school the next Monday, I can remember being at lunch and just holding my breath trying not to tell all my friends the story. Grayson, on the other hand, must have been running his mouth because some kid ran up to me and was like, "Dude, was it true that a bunch of girls in bikinis broke into your house and attacked you?" What? Bikinis? Grayson apparently switched the story a bit so they were all wearing bikinis, which was not true. Just goes to show how a 3rd grade imagination can be so, crazy. Either that or he thought that normal female clothing was what a bikini is, which is a possibility. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. Also, holy doo-doo, thank you guys for 27,000 subscribers. This channel hasn't had much... This channel hasn't had such a good response since late last year. Thank you all for all the support, the fan art, and click and subscribe. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later.